है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धरी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying first chapter of Panchadasi, Tattva Vivek. The whole spiritual practice, according to Vedanta Shastra, is learning from every single experience of our life in the light of the authority of the Upanishad. This is all the spiritual practice. So here we were told up to the 5th verse, what is our total experience of life? We live at 3 levels: Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, waking, dream and deep sleep. Now the analysis begins. In the waking world, how the experiences happen? When the external objects are received through the respective sense organs, then the experiences happen. Now be attentive. We all have seen so many things every day, like today we were coming from Dadar. Now, so many things we have seen on the way, but we don't remember any one of them. But those to which we have given importance, see how many flags are there. They think it is beauty, but it is so ugly. Everywhere useless flag fighting with each other. Meaning what? We have seen so many things, but with something we have reacted, and the reactions create impressions on our mind. And those impressions remain for some time. And when we go to sleep, then those impressions become the object of experience. And both of them, whether the waking experiences or the experiences gathered from the remnant impressions on the mind, both of them are illuminated by the same reality, what we call Samvit or Chaitanya or whatever you call. See. So, there are 3 experiences: waking, dream and deep sleep. Now in this, to what we give importance? Are we giving importance to the worldly objects in the waking? Are we giving importance to the experiences of the dream? Are we giving importance to the nothingness in the deep sleep? Or we are giving importance to whom this is happening? If we give importance to the world, we will be extrovert and we will try to improve the world, to help the world. See, friends, if we give importance to the various experiences in the dream, then we go to the Babaji. I had a very bad dream, Maharaj, kya karna hai? Then the Babaji say, aa gaya bakra. See? More and more we become aware of this fact that we have to begin to focus our attention on the experiencer. not the experienced. See? And therefore, three experiences, waking and the dream experiences, are on the same category. Everything is. In deep sleep, nothing is. See? And who is this? Who knows this? He who is beyond is and is not. See, friends, our experiences have got these two categories. One type of experience is associated with options. Like now we are in Mumbai, we are not in Pune. We are in 2023, we are not in 2024. How simple it is. Every experience has the same description, is and is not options. But there is one experience which has no option. Do we have an option to be or not to be? This non-optional experience is the truth. Swamiji, let us have some bhajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Nayamatma. See, all the time crying, Swamiji, my wife is like that, my children are like that, useless. You go on the surface swimming. Here we are diving deep. See? And therefore, waking and dream experiences are illuminated by the same reality which is illuminating the experience of the deep sleep. See? And the beauty is, waker is not available in the dream or the deep sleep. The dreamer is not available in the waking or the deep sleep. The deep sleeper is not sleeping in the deep sleep. He is awake. And therefore, he says, I had good sleep. So who is this one who says this statement? I had good sleep, but in between bad dreams. The one who was in the waking without becoming a waker, who was in the dream without becoming a dreamer, and who was in the deep sleep without going to sleep. Dekho Maharaj. If a question comes in our mind, okay, it is so. तो उससे क्या मिलता है? Then you are a baniya. क्या मिलता है? All the mathematics of loss and gain is over. So, supto titasya saushupta tamo bodho bhave smritihi sa cha avabuddha vishaya avabuddham tattada tamaha. Therefore, having come to this, now सबोधो विषयात् भिन्नः न बोधा स्वप्न बोधवत् एवं स्थानत्रयप्येका संविद तद्वत् दिनांतरे. Therefore, this experience, bodha means experience. Knowledge is different than bodha. Knowledge is gathered through the instrument of knowledge. Like you are so many sitting here. How do I know? Through the vision and the mind. This is called knowledge. See, experience. I am. Now this I am is not because of my sense organs. I don't smell. I think I am. No. This pramana nirapeksha anubhuti, that experience which does not involve any means of knowledge, is bodha. Evam sthanatraye api eka samvit tadvad dinantare. Therefore, this samvit, this reality, consciousness, Brahman, whatever word you use, dinantare. It is not only one day story, but it is incessantly going on and on. It is not only for the wise people, it is for everybody. See, friends, tadvat samvit dinantare. Now, मासाब्द युग कल्पेशु गता गम्येशु अनेकधा नो देती नास्तमित्येकाम संविद एषा स्वयं प्रभा. Now this one, the self, the consciousness, the samvit. Samvit is a word which is feminine in gender. Atma is a word which is masculine in gender. And Brahman is a word which is neuter in gender. Because the Brahman is beyond the limitations of the gender. And therefore, it can be associated with anything. See, that man, that woman, that stone, that problem, common with everything. Similarly, this reality is not differentiated on account of time, space, and object. Therefore, Tadvad Dinantare, every day comes and goes, the truth remains the same. And so also Masabda Yuga Kalpeshu. See, friends, months and years and many yugas, they have come and gone. The truth is ever the same. If this you can practice or we comprehend it, you will see life becomes very easy. Only one, just play. Don't do meditation. I am against meditation. Play meditation. How? Just play. What it is like being other than the body. Because when we are not identified with our body, yet we continue to exist. So we are not because of the body. The body is because of me. See? And this is not only for the one who knows. This is true even for those who do not know. Therefore, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. We don't get anything. And nor we lose anything. So, no deti nastamitteka. So, neither it is udeti, neither it is created, nor does it end. Now, is it not our experience? We have no experience of birth, no experience of growth, no experience of death, and no experience of absence. And yet, all the time, the same thing. Swamiji, what happens after death? Now, what can you talk? I have no experience, Baba. Those who have experience, go and ask them what happens after death. Therefore, the more we become subjective and go beyond the limitations wherein we are no more influenced by these limitations. Therefore, two things, na udeti na astameti eka samvit swayam prabha. So, two words. One is sat, that which is neither created, nor growing, nor destroyed, and swayam prabha. It is established not because of something. Put together, knowing is being. You cannot know without being. You cannot be without knowing. This is the truth. And this experience cannot be denied, cannot be altered under any condition. Therefore, this reality, what is this? Now the word Atma is used. Earlier, Samvit was the word used. Now, Iyam Atma. Iyam is a feminine pronoun. Atma is a masculine. So, Iyam is referring to the earlier word, Samvit. And Atma is referring to the same reality. Therefore, Iyam Atma Paranandaha is of the nature of supreme bliss. And Parapremaspadam Yataha. Because we love ourselves the most. Whatever is the source of happiness and joy, we love that. See? Before marriage, we love. Further, dash, dash, dash. See? Therefore, If you are falling in love, nothing wrong. But finish your marriage quickly. Have kids. Then you will have a common enemy. And when terrorists come, then people get united. That is the only reason. After a marriage, you should get immediately the child. Then that fellow will keep you busy throughout life. That becomes the glue. See, this is exactly what happened in Sydney many years before. Must be about 10, 12 years before. There was one Gujarati family, couple, married for 4, 5 years. And they were invited to my host's place, by my host. And he told me, Swamiji, such a lovely couple, but they are constantly fighting. You please help them. I said, I can give sticks in their hand, lagao. No, 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 please. I said, okay, we'll go for a walk. I said, sitting is a problem. We should go for a walk. That is the reason why I don't invite anybody to my house. If I go to your house, I get bored, I can walk away. If you come to my house, when I get bored, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? So I'll go out. I'll not call them here. Then we went to a park and we are walking through and there were some flowers. And she said, Swamiji, look here, dahlia flowers, so beautiful. I said, yes, I like fools, therefore you are with me. Then he said, these are not dahlia flowers, some different name, pahelia hoga. So they started fighting, dahlia or pahelia, dahlia or pahelia. And I was watching them. And they became so serious on that issue. Which is that flower? See? Then I understood their problem. They have nothing to do. And therefore they are fighting. Then after all that was over, somebody now tell me what we should do. I said, both of you are fighting for the fools and making fool of me. What should we do? I said, if you listen to me, okay, we listen to you. Have a baby. Next year I come, I must have a baby, or else katti. I will not talk to you. And by God's grace, they were blessed with a child. That boy is Sakshat Rakshas. They are so fed up. When I went to their house, nothing is in place. Chair where, dining table where, and shoes where, and all that. I said, hey, why, Swamiji, this fellow, your gift. I said, I'm not asking that. How about your fighting? Well, we don't have time to fight. Common enemy is there. See, friends. Therefore, as long as something is a source of joy, we love it. Here, Iyam Atma Paranandaha. Don't we love ourselves, whatever we may be? Even we stand in front of the mirror. 90, not out. Stand before the mirror. And there also, the mirror is moving or the neck is moving. I don't know. But do we say, hey, I don't like this fellow? Because it is me, it is I. Therefore, Iyam Atma Paranandaha Parapremaspadam Yataha. Because it is a source of supreme joy. And therefore we love ourselves the most. And how that love is expressed? Mana bhuvam nahi bhuyasam. May I never be not. I should always be. And this is what is called prema atmani ikshate. So what is the meaning that we love ourselves most? We want to be, we don't want to die because we are loving ourselves the most. If somebody else is there, here only it happened. Near Beach Candy, somebody's house I went for food. And then there was somebody in coma. Swamiji, please bless. So I blessed. Now tell me, what blessing can you give to a comatose person? Die or survive? If he survives, the people will kill me. They already spent so much money on that. And if that lady dies, then I curse people and kill. See, friends, The person who is in coma doesn't care for anything because he is not there. See? Therefore, others may die, but I should not die. This is the question which has brought all the four brothers of Yudhishthira back to life. See? This was the question asked by that Yaksha Prashna in Mahabharata. What is the most surprising thing in this world? Is a surprising thing. We go to cremate the people, and when we come back, but we never think that we have to go one day. We continue the same tamaku and chuna ragna. When I read this, studied this, I was thinking how it is possible. But when I experienced this, then I became a great fan of Mahabharata. Somewhere, one student died. I was involved in that school as a visiting person. So that student committed suicide, died. So he has to be taken for cremation. So I went by car and the other people came by vehicle, whatever. And then the body was kept, it was burning. That time one person came, Swamiji, what type of tea you take? You like to take tea with sugar or no sugar? I said, yaar, wo mar raha hai. And you are asking me to take tea? He said, ये तो होते ही रहता है. We have no doubt that we are here for eternity. Others may die because we are essentially eternal. So mana bhuvam na bhuyasam iti prema atmani ikshate. Therefore, nobody wants to cease to be. Tat premartham atmanam anyatra na evam anyartham atmani atas tat paramam prema tena paramanandatas atmanaha. This thought comes from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. See? The wife is dear to the husband not for the sake of the wife, but for his own sake. The children, the son is dear to the father not for the sake of the son, but for his own sake. See? When we are taking food, the food is not dear for the sake of the food, for our own sake. But when it comes to our own being, we love ourselves only for our own self, not for anything else. And therefore, atahatat paramam prema. This parama prema is only for the Atma, and that is Paramananda. This is how it is established. Now, this is logically established. Only logic is not the last word. Tarkyatam ma kutarkyatam. We must use logic, but that logic must fall in tune with the authority of the scriptures. And by scriptures, we mean Upanishad. Don't become secular here. See? Therefore, after having logically said, now we take the authority of the scripture. Ittam satchit parananda atma yuktya tatha vidam param brahma tayoshchaikyam shruti anteshu upadishyate. And therefore, Shruti Anta is Upanishad, Vedanta. Vedanta also tells that this Parabrahma and our own being, they are not two. In other words, Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha tells this: thou art that, you are divine, you don't have to become divine. The day you get this point across you, your whole approach to spiritual life will change. See? Man can become husband, husband can never become man, ocean can become wave, wave can never become ocean. See? Why the husband cannot become man? He is already a man, he doesn't have to become. In the same manner, we are divine, we don't become. If we become divine, then we are banavati. Banavati means what? Ashirvad dena, dakshina rakho. Standard pose of Mahatmas, Therefore, Tayoho aikyam shrutyanteshu upadishyate. So what is the purpose of this Tattva Viveka? Come to discover that you are the divine reality and don't live here as a beggar. We are all beggars with 5 balls in our hands. See, first ball is our ears. We want to hear our glory. We want to hear something bad about others. One beggar, one ball. See, the second ball is our skin. We want naram, naram, garam, garam. If it is not, it's not good, you should know. The third ball is our vision. I like beautiful things. The fourth ball is in our tongue. I want only dhokla, nothing else. And the fifth ball is in our nose. I like only Baygon spray, no other spray. See? And if I don't get that, I become miserable. Beggars can never be happy. Therefore, here teacher is telling that we don't have to become divine, my friends. A simple, quick. You drop the out of 5 objects, drop 4, keep 1. One object is rupa, form or color. There are many, drop many, come to 1. What is that 1? The vision. Vision is not many, vision is 1. And what is the beauty of that vision? It has no specific shape, it has no specific color. So what will be the spiritual practice? Don't be obsessed with anything special. Then we migrate from the objective world, we are marching toward the subject. So for the colors and the forms, vision is the subject. For the sense organs, mind is the subject. For the mind, I is the subject. For I, the Chetana is the subject. For the Chetana, Chaitanya is the subject. And the Chaitanya is Sat Swarupa. This journey, giving up anything special and entering the non-specific area is spiritual practice. देखो महाराज, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. When we go to gym, we don't get anything. On the contrary, we spend money unnecessarily. But when we go to the entertainment, we get kicks. Then we go to the hospital, we get injections. We go to the temple, we get prasad. Prasad means what? Prakarshena sad. P-R-A-S-A-D. Extremely miserable. All the time eating the head of that poor god. See? Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. That is the reason Bhagwan has got this. It is not Abhay Mudra. Don't have that wrong notion. Abhay Mudra. Nah, enough. बस हो गया. कितना मांगोगी? Enough is enough. If you don't stop, then the hand is ready. The cue 1. Be just without becoming. Therefore, real spiritual practice is be ordinary. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. All our struggle is only this. We want to prove something to somebody. And we want to justify. Drop these 2 things from your head. You'll be relaxed. Sometimes you sit for meditation and mind doesn't cooperate. नहीं तो नहीं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Our Maha Mantra. The other day, today only probably, somebody wrote me, Swami, this is a problem. I said, look here, start Happy Maha Mantra, listen it for 21 times. Then you will never write me another WhatsApp. See, it will protect me from you. Something will click you sometime. See, when we chant other mantras, be sincere to yourself. When we chant other mantras, like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, कुछ होता है क्या? See, Sri Krishna Sharanam, Sri Krishna Sharanam, JSK, 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 जय श्री कृष्ण. कुछ होता है? And we keep on mechanically doing it. But when you take this our mantra, life is a time pass, you get something, is it not? You don't become serious. Then, when you don't become serious, na kuch pana, na kuch kona. See, when I was in Australia, one person very seriously asked me, Swamiji, please tell me sincerely, it is difficult to talk to you. You brush away the things very easily. How come you are so comfortable everywhere? Many times we feel whether this is our house or your house. You are so comfortable. What is the secret? You have never complained. You nothing either. You go and do the things and all that. I said, look here. My simple principle is, try this. I have no right on anybody in this world. Take this principle. When you live at LIVE, when you live at zero right level, you live at zero complaint level. Now we come to this beautiful place. Now tell me what right I have on this Prempuri Ashram. No right. So how can I complain? What right you have on this in this ashram? No. And therefore, no complaints. Living at zero complaint level is living with God. Bhagwan doesn't complain. यार गधे में रहना पड़ रहा है. He is happy with Gada also. I am not referring to anybody, okay? I am referring to myself. Relax, man, relax. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Therefore, after having come to this, now a question is raised. Abhanena param prema, bhanena vishaye spruha, ato bhane api abhata asau paramanandatatmanaha. A question, a objection is raised. Abhanena param prema. If you do not know something, you can never love that. See? To love, you must know that. Person, object, anything. When you don't know, how can you love? So, abhane na param prema. And bhane, then if you know, na vishaya spruha, then you don't want. See? When I know I have come to Prempuri Ashram correctly, then the desire to go to Prempuri Ashram will never come again because I have already reached. So, two things. If we know ourselves, then it is okay that I love myself. But I don't know myself. How can I love myself? And therefore, because I don't know myself, I keep on asking things. If I get that, I'll be happy. If I get that, I'll be happy. But if I come to discover I am the source of happiness, then only the truth is revealed. See, friends. And on this basis, when you start reflecting again and again, we will come to this conclusion. Life is expressed in two ways. One is involvement, what we call pravrutti. Second is withdrawal, what we call nivrutti. Life has got only these two expressions, pravrutti and nivrutti. Involvement, withdrawal. Now, all these aspects are only for one purpose. We get involved to get happiness. We withdraw to get happiness. See, take your example. We get married for what? Has anybody ever got married? Hey, I want to get married to become miserable. No, you become naturally. You don't have to do that. So everybody gets married to become happy. And those who divorce, they are wise. They are correcting their error. And there also they think, now if I divorce, I'll be happy. There also they think, nahi yaar, pehle hi theek thi. See, friends, all our expressions of life are only seeking happiness. Now here, the teacher brings out this topic so beautifully. He says, Ataha bhane api abhata asau. So although we are the source of bliss, yet we do not know that we are the source of bliss. See? So, ataha bhane api. Are we not aware of happiness? Yes. Now, what is the error? Error is we are not able to pinpoint what is the source of happiness. Be very attentive. I want this, I want this, I want this. If I don't get, I'll be very miserable. And then I get it. And then, aha, now I am happy. Now, what exactly is the analysis? When I wanted something, I was miserable. When I get that thing, I am happy. So, is the happiness the content of the object, or it is the experience in the mind? Object is neither experiencing happiness nor misery. Everything is happening in the mind. But our understanding goes wrong. What we think, I wanted that object, it was not there, therefore I was miserable. When I got that object, I am happy, therefore happiness has come from the object. Wrong judgment. But if we become more contemplative, then we come to know, when I want something, the desire, the want, is the source of miseries. And when the desire is fulfilled, the desire disappears. And the disappearance of the desire is happiness. Therefore, my friends, all spiritual life is only this much. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha tita prajnastadochyate. No desire of any kind. See? Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha athamartyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. See? When all the desires are erased, you are one with the divine. When all the waves are dissolved, all the waves are one with the water. Think. Is it not our experience? In deep sleep, two things are common. There is no sense of otherness. Therefore, deep sleep is a common experience. Our waking experiences are different. Our dream experiences are different. But our deep sleeping experience is common. They are not different. Because in deep sleep, there is no sense of otherness. See how important it is. No sense of otherness. And second thing, no sense of a limited body. Because what is creating this three? Some sense of otherness and limited body, three parameters: time, space, and object. In deep sleep, where are we? Space gone. When are we? Time gone. What are we? Object gone. And yet we continue to be. So, bhane api. We are experiencing this. But we say, I don't experience. How can I love? So there the teacher say, Ataha bhane api abhata asau. Although we are that, yet we are not able to recognize our own divinity. And therefore, when you come to recognize this, then Paramananda Tatmanaha, then you come to know that you are the source of bliss. Bliss doesn't come from outside. From outside, blisters come. From within, the bliss expresses. When ignorant person takes a sweet meat, he thinks the sweetness is coming from that object. Wise people, when they take the sweet meat, they know the sweetness is coming from within them. And all this thing can be achieved only by one simplest technique. Analyze and learn from every experience of your life every day. One homework I have given you, and I am proud of you. You have never done that. See, what homework I had given? Make a nice copy and write the name of that copy, what I have learned today. Every day, learn one thing from your own experiences. Something new. Don't do D2, 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 D2. Learn something new. And if we cannot learn from our own experiences, even God cannot teach us. See, friends. Therefore, although we are experiencing, yet we say, I am not experiencing. I don't want to die. Be attentive. The fear of death is invalid. In childhood, we have touched the fire, we got burnt. Therefore, we have got fear of fire. Fear is always of something which we have experienced earlier. We have not experienced death. Where from the fear comes? Only out of foolishness. Because other bodies die, and I am also a body, Gujarati. I am also a body, so do die then. If you accept yourself to be body, no problem. Then accept everything associated with the body. Body is in the womb, it is thrown out, born, then it grows vertically, then horizontally, then becomes old, it has got diseases, it dies. Accept it gracefully. No problem. But what happens? As a body, I want to continue eternally. And then Hiranyakashipu is born. See, you know the story from Bhagavad? When Hiranyaksha was killed, his wife became miserable, so Hiranyakashipu, the brother-in-law, went and told her great wisdom. That is called a Asura Vedanta. He told her, look here, anybody who is born has to die. Now nothing can be done. Take it in the light of wisdom, blah, 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 blah. She came out of that fear or the misery, but thereafter, Hiranyakashipu got into misery. Oh God, that means I am also going to die? No, 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 I don't want to die. And then he did tapasya, I should not die, this. But Bhagwan is keeping always something with him. And finally he was killed. Therefore, living as a body is no sin, but wanting to live eternally as a body is the problem. See, friends. Therefore, bhane api abhata asau paramananda tatmanaha. So, although we experience, yet we are not aware of that. But why this is happening? It is because, an example is given, अध्येतृ वर्ग मध्यस्थः पुत्र अध्ययन शब्दवत् भाने अपि अभानम भानस्य प्रतिबंधेन युज्यते. In a group of children, if they are all chanting something, let us say in the Vedic or the Gurukul system, they will be chanting together something like in a Bhagavad Gita chapter or maybe Purusha Sukta, all of them are chanting together. And one parent comes and he is wanting to listen what his son is chanting properly or not, but he is not able to hear because so many children are simultaneously chanting. So although he is chanting, he cannot be heard because of the pratibandha, because of the covering which is sheltering the voice of that particular child, what he wanted to hear. So if he wants to listen to his child, what is required? Let other children stop, let him only chant. He can hear. So what is to be done? Remove the pratibandha, remove the obstacle because of which we are not able to recognize our own divine nature. We don't have to create. Therefore, scientific discovery, self-discovery. See, the law of gravity was not created by Newtonananda Maharaj. He has discovered. In the same manner, we don't have to do anything to create our divine nature. But this divinity is covered by something. See? And if we are able to remove this covering, we are following the spiritual path. Therefore, in one text, Vedanta Dindima, it is said, Karmani chitta shuddhyartham, aikagrartham upasanam, mokshartham brahma vijnanam, iti Vedanta Dindima. We do the karma for what? For getting the things in this world. That is samsara. A seeker is one, karmani chitta shuddhyartham. We do the things so that there are no hang-ups, regrets, frustration on our mind at a later date. What is to be done? Do it and relax. See? And the things are done not because we like or we don't like it. It is to be done, ought to be done, must be done. That's it. But I don't like. Who asked you? Our Mahamantra. Who asked you? See? So karma is done for removing the hang-ups of likes and dislikes in our heart. But instead of that, we are working under the influence of the likes and dislikes. And therefore, our karma becomes more of a bondage. And upasana is for what? Ekagrata, to make the mind available to us wherever we want, for whatever purpose we want, for whatever length of time we want. The mind must be available to us. It is for that purpose upasana is done. And such a mind which is now free from the hang-ups of likes and dislikes, expectations, and the mind which is free from any kind of being very fickle, constantly running here and there. Chanchalam hi manak krishna pramati balavadrudam. No, not like that. Mind is fully available and pure. Such a mind is employed for Brahma Vijnanam. See. Now all of you here, you are grown out of those small little things. Swamiji, my child, he has to get admission in the KG1 and they are asking, parents are to be interviewed by the committee and I don't know what preparation should I do. I have never given any, you ask me. For them, this is not there. You should go and take tamaku and khao. Therefore, bhane api abhanam bhanasya pratibandhena yujate. What is the obstacle in our life and what is the meaning of obstacle? It is said, pratibandha asti bhati iti vyavaharya vastuni tad nirasya viruddhasya tasya utpadanam uchyate. What is the pratibandha? Vyavaharya vastuni. That which is obvious. Yet it is not recognized because of some obstacle coming in between, and then what is not is seen. See, what we call technically mithya. Vedanta is not complete without snake and the rope. So the rope was seen as something, but what it is not known. Then our mind comes to our help. It must be a snake. When I stepped on that, it was moving, and therefore I think I am bitten by the snake. Then we go to investigate not the rope but the snake. And what is the investigation? We go with the right means of knowledge. Right means of knowledge is not the feet, but the light. And when we use that light, we come to know it was covered by the ignorance and projection. This is the pratibandha. This is the obstacle because of which the rope was not seen as a rope. See, my friends. So here also, pratibandha asti bhati iti. So, although it is, yet it is not experience. What should be done? Then, tan nirasya. Remove the obstacle, remove the covering, then the truth is revealed. So what is the covering and what is that which is hiding our essential nature? This is the topic now the teacher takes. तस्य हेतु समानाभिहार पुत्र ध्वनि श्रुतौ इह अनादि अविद्या एव व्यामोहैक निबंधनम. So in the example given, because so many children were simultaneously chanting, therefore the voice of that particular child was hidden in the same manner. This anadi avidya. So be attentive. Avidya does not mean absence of knowledge. Many times we mistake on this issue. Knowledge cannot be absent. I do not know Gujarati. This I know. Where is the ignorance? See. Then what is the meaning of avidya or ignorance? Avidya or ignorance means incomplete knowledge. Avidya, apurna vidya. Ajnanam, apurna jnanam. Ignorance, incomplete knowledge. See? Therefore, tasya hetu samanabhi hara putra dhvani shrutau. Like the other children chanting together, therefore, the voice of the son was not seen. Here, in our life, anadi avidya eva, because of the anadi avidya. Now, about this also we have to very clearly understand. Many people ask this question which is meaningless. Since when you do not know Gujarati? Since when? I never knew India. It has no beginning. Ignorance has no beginning. One teacher was dictating the children in the class and she was walking in between in the aisles. So she told something. Crocodile has no tongue. So the child wrote, he wrote Krokodil. What is this? Crocodile. Why you write like this? I write like this only. See? Who taught you? Nobody teaches. Ignorance is never taught. It happens. Ignorance is the cause. Because of the ignorance, all the problems come. Now be attentive. What is ignorance in our life? See? What we call Maya or ignorance. This is very simplest. Our vision has a limitation. It cannot penetrate beyond the violet and the red color spectrum. And if we insist that light waves are only in this Vibgyor spectrum of light waves, and there is nothing beyond that. We are under the influence of ignorance or avidya. Otherwise, where from the X-ray, the beta ray, the Satyajit ray has come? They are there. See, friends, because we are so obsessed, and therefore the foolish youngsters ask this question: Swamiji, have you seen God? Why should I tell you? No, no, no. I want to know whether you have seen God or not. I will not tell you. I am not obliged to answer every question of yours. No, no, not that way. Swamiji, you are becoming angry. I said, I am not becoming angry. I am feeling pity on you. No, but the same question was asked by Vivekananda to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. I say, you may be Vivekananda. I am not Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. अपने औकात पहचानो. Now, what was the error? Error was, if something can be seen by the eyes, that alone exists. If you cannot see God, God doesn't exist. Have you seen your parents becoming parents? No, they don't exist. See, friends, therefore, this is avidya. Whenever we are functioning under the limitations of our faculties, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, mind and intellect, we are under the influence of the avidya. So here it is, iha anadi avidya eva vyamohaika nibandhanam. Vyamoha means what? Vyamoha means wrong notions. We are all leading notional life. Our notions are about ourselves. See? These parents, they go on teaching their children all wrong things. And when the child grows up and goes in the public, in the market, then he comes to know he is nowhere near. And then he gets frustrated. Why? Because the parents have created an image about himself in his mind. Oh, my daughter is so beautiful, so nice, so lovely. There is nobody like her. Now that dumb child grows with that vision, with that imagination. Oh, I am so beautiful. And somebody tells, no, you are good, but I won't get married to you. I want someone beautiful. Do you mean I am not beautiful? No, you are beautiful for your parents. Immediately depression will come. Why? Because we all have some images about us. But our image need not have perfect match with the world's image about us. There is a parallax. And because of that, frustration comes. So let us understand the wrong notions are the cause because of which, although we are divine, we are unable to recognize our divinity. Similarly, the wrong notion about the world. World is too much. Which world is too much? Is the earth on our head? Is the sun is on our hand? Which world is much for us? And then the third thing is the God, another wrong notion. Fourth thing, spiritual practice. Yesterday I told you one slok. I'll repeat it. Catch that important slok. Uttama Sahajavastha. When you go home, write it down. Keep it in a nice bold way. Uttama Sahajavastha. Madhyama Dhyana Dharana. Adhama Murti Puja cha. And Tirtha Yatra Adhama Dhama. Now you decide. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gavanam. Vrata Pariparanam Athava Danam. Don't get lost in all that. Correct your understanding about ourselves. What is I? What is this world? Who is God? What is the spiritual practice? And what is God realization? these wrong notions are called as avidya. So here anadi avidya eva vyamohaika nibandanam. And because of this only we are in bondage. So these covering wrong notions are to be removed. चिदानंदमय ब्रह्म प्रतिबिंब समन्विताः तमो रजस्तम सत्वगुणाः प्रकृति विविधा च सा. Now from here, this avidya, how it functions, it is told in a very beautiful manner. Chidanandamaya Brahma Pratibimba Samanvita Tamo Rajasattva Guna Prakriti. Now be attentive. Take for an example a bucket, and in that bucket there is water, and there is a sun, bright. Now there will be two phenomena happening. One common light. In that common light, everything around is illuminated. The bucket is illuminated, the water is illuminated, we are illuminated, the floor is illuminated, everything is known in the common light. But then there is a reflection of the sun in the waters, and from that reflection, another beam of light comes out. That is a specific light. So there are two lights. One is a common light, second is a specific light. See, now be subjective. Mind is a common light, illuminates everything. But when the same mind comes out of the eyes, it illuminates only the colors and forms. The same mind, when comes out of the ears, it illuminates only the sounds. See? Therefore, here, this Paramatma, Satchidananda, reflected in the Prakriti, in the matter. So, in case of this example which I gave you, the body is inert aspect, mind is the sentient aspect, and reflection is the life aspect. Three of them. So here also, Tamo, Raja, and Sattva Guna Prakriti. So Prakriti has got these three aspects. And these three gunas are not seen by anybody. This is one basic thing we have to understand. Karya Karana Mithya. How we come to this? What is the world? The world is defined as three principles: inert aspect, activity aspect, and knowledge aspect. Kriya, then Dravya, Kriya, and knowledge, Jnanam. These three things put together is the world. Okay. Now, what is the cause of the matter? Oh, cause of the matter is Tamoguna. Okay. Cause of the activity is Rajoguna. And cause of the knowledge is Sattvaguna. Be attentive. From the effects, we conclude the cause. So, the cause is the effect of the effect. If there is no effect, cause cannot be established. And therefore, cause and effect are mutually dependent. Anything which is mutually dependent is supported by the third independent principle. See? Joy is illuminated by the mind. Misery is illuminated by the mind. This is joyful, this is miserable. Who knows this thing? I. Who is illuminating both. And therefore, this I is neither joyful nor miserable. I illuminate the waking. I also illuminate the absence of the waking, deep sleep. I illuminate the dream. I also illuminate absence of the dream, the deep sleep. Therefore, who am I? I am not because of waking, dream, and deep sleep. I am independent of it. And therefore, don't get lost too much in cause and effect. then how to get out of it? जो तारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. Why this is happening? Hari ichha, relax. So these three gunas, which is Prakriti together, this Prakriti is of two types. One is the total Prakriti, one is individual Prakriti. And because of this, our divine nature is covered. So, how this divine nature covering can be removed and what are the techniques, etc., let us leave it for tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.